A mini migration is taking place as thousands of Queenslanders stream home across the border. At 1 a.m, the state goes into a hard lockdown. No one will be allowed to drive into Queensland from New South Wales unless they live in a border community and have a valid pass, or if they're moving freight. Any Queenslander flying in from New South Wales, Victoria or the ACT will be sent to hotel quarantine and charged $2,800 for the 14-day isolation. The change has already disrupted the lives and plans of many families as the government tries to navigate a safe path through this pandemic. Matt Wordsworth begins our coverage.
Nathan Trounce was meant to be visiting his dad in New South Wales this weekend.
How you going?
I'm going well, mate.
His father John's just had a double knee replacement and is about to come out of Dubbo Hospital.
I'm disappointed about that, and I know you're disappointed because it's not only you, it's me that you want to see. You want to see our new grandson down the other side of Canberra.
People are also rushing back the other way, getting in before the border closes.
There's only one flight for today, so I had to leave pretty early this morning at 4:30.
This young dad has been stuck in Guam.
Just looking at a job prospect, flew the wife over, we looked at schools, and then I was going to have a couple of weeks extra to go sort of fishing and stuff, and then I got stuck. And then, it's been 6 months since I've seen my girls and my wife, so if I talk too much, I will cry.
On the same flight, residents coming in from hotspots, escorted by defence personnel to hotel quarantine, and a bill for $2,800.
People don't have that money, especially when they've lost their jobs through this.
Some bus passengers have unwittingly been caught up in the ban. Karen Warren has been refused entry because on her way from the New South Wales south coast, the 69-year-old got off the bus for an hour in Sydney to stretch her legs.
Like, I travelled 25 hours to get here, and she closes the bloody borders. Your Premier is bad. She's got no empathy for any other state except hers.
78-year-old Graham McKertle was also removed. The clearly distressed Gold Coast resident will be forced into hotel quarantine.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know. All my medication changed.
Just minutes after speaking to reporters, he was taken away in an ambulance. The new rules exclude millions of Australians from New South Wales, the ACT and Victoria, but there are exemptions for those hauling freight and border communities. This is how it works. Anyone living in these shaded areas can travel across the border. So if you're from New South Wales, for example, you cannot go further north than Yatala and Ormeau. And if you're from Queensland, no further south than Brunswick Heads, so no trips to Byron Bay. And the bubble extends all the way west, allowing travel, for example, between Gundawindi and Boggabilla, and it even takes in Broken Hill. Gold Coast restaurateur Scott Littler has welcomed the move.
All of our workers in New South Wales, and so am I. I live literally, a kilometre from the border.
The government in no mood to accommodate tomorrow's refugee protest that plans to shut down Brisbane's Story Bridge.
They should not think for a moment that they are part of one of the world's great protest movements. Those great protest movements put their own lives at risk. Those protests put their own lives at risk, not the lives of others.
The police have warned demonstrators they will be arrested. Matt Wordsworth, ABC News.
Live now to Jenn Huxley on the border at Coolangatta. Jenn, how's traffic flowing?
Jess, hi. Well, that countdown is well and truly on. We're under 6 hours now until that hard border closure to everyone from New South Wales and the ACT. Now, traffic here at the Coolangatta checkpoint has been fairly free-flowing all of the day, but it is starting to build now. At the other checkpoints, it's a slightly different story. On the Gold Coast Highway, it's backed up for about 3 kilometres now. And on the M1, there was a 4-car crash at about 2:30. Wait times there blew out to around 2 hours. It's at 70 minutes now. Now, it's nice to be able to report, though, that drivers are reported to be very patient and apparently just getting out of their car now and then for a quick walk to stretch their legs.
So, Jen, can locals apply for that border pass yet?
Jess, no, not yet. The website there is yet to go live. And of course, time is ticking for anyone wanting to cross the border tomorrow after 1 a.m. Now, police say their contingency plan is, if it doesn't go live in time, they will be having a chat to everyone in every single vehicle attempting to cross the border to make sure that those new exemptions do apply to them.
Jenn Huxley, thanks.